This is the ES4 Renko on 2/8/2012. When I opened NinjaTrader this morning and the data was set for 24-hour collections, I saw that overnight just this many bars had formed in here, and the market opened at 6:30 West Coast time, somewhere right around here. And usually there are a lot more bars formed overnight, so I got the feeling right away that 4 Renko would not be good today, so I switched to 2 Renko. Alright, here's the first trade on the 2 Renko this morning, and obviously went into it right here. What I really wanted to show you on this screenshot, however, is the positive divergence of the RWO indicator. You can see how the equity was moving down here, but these last 2 points were lower here, but the RWO was going up here, which indicated that this down move was coming to an end, which was another reason to get in the trade right here. Now here's the end of that trade right here. I got out on this bar. Now once again we have a divergence on the RWO indicator, and you can see it's moving down here, whereas the equity hit resistance here, here, and here. And also there was a squeeze coming along here. Now I probably should have got out of this earlier somewhere in here, but I got distracted by some emails and wasn't paying close attention, so I came over here and saw this going down and see the choppiness in here, and so I was lucky to get out when I did right here, and that was a 2-point profit for the trade. Now here's the next trade. As soon as I got out of the first trade here, I got in the next trade as there was a squeeze here, and this was obviously overbought up here, and the swing cycle crossed below the variable band, was moving down. So once again, as usual, I trade in the direction of the swing cycle, and you can see the other indicators concurred that this was a way to go and take a short position up in here. Now, as I've mentioned before, overbought and oversold is very important when you're trading intraday. Now it's not so important at end of day trading because an overbought or oversold condition can stay that way for weeks, but it is significant on intraday trading. You can see over here this was oversold. Here we come to overbought, and I got out of the trade right here. The DIX started moving up. The RWO started moving up a little bit here, and so did the DMI differential. So because I'm trading the 2 Renko here, there's not an awful lot of profit in here, so I tend to get out of a trade early and take the profit off the table when there's just not that much there to give up and wait for the equity to start going up before I get out of it. So in retrospect, as you'll see in a minute, I probably should have stayed in this trade, but anyway, I got out right here, and it was a 3-point trade. Now here was my last trade of the morning, which turned out to be a rather hectic morning. But anyway, I had exited the last trade right in here before this bar even formed, and that's why I said before I could have stayed in the trade here, because this just flattened out here. The RWO just went up to the no trend area here and then back down, and the swing cycle just barely got above its variable band, and then it turned red and started back down here, and the DMI differential stayed below its zero line here, even though these 3 dots or 4 dots turned green here, indicating an upward bias to the equity. But if I followed my own rules, I would have stayed in the trade here and not gotten out here and then back in here. In any event, it just it cost me transaction fees. That was all. So then I got in this trade here, and it was 4-point trade down in through here, and I got out when the triangle completed its last leg right here, and the RWO was steadily moving up here, indicating this down move was about to come to an end. And so that was a good point, I felt, to get out of the trade. So that was my morning, and I guess we'll do this again tomorrow, hopefully on the 4 Renko chart.